Okay, Journal 5, and it's unknown who wrote it, where it's from, etc. HA and KA, body and soul, the two become separated, you die in this world at least. That death ain't the end though, so long as your soul's got a body to come back to, you can be reborn, resuscitated anyway. That's why people build coffins and sarcophagi to preserve the body so the soul had a home it could return to. I learned all this and more from an old book I found, The Wisdom of the Egyptians, chock full of interesting tidbits about death and how to overcome it, like the golden death masks of the pharaohs, the one decorated using magical adornments as an indication of the wearer's prestige and power. I tell you what, if we've learnt anything from the beach, it's that the Egyptians had it all figured out. That's why I've decided to give myself a mask, not a death mask though, but one for living, for ruling. Today's the last day anyone sees my face. I don't need it anymore. Bit savage. So these all look like they're from unknown people. Okay, so journal entry 5 to 9, an unknown man's journal. So it's apparently a man. A Bridges way station out west just got taken out by terrorists. Used a void out to do it. They dumped a corpse nearby and let it go necro, dropping BTs right in people's laps. Word is demons heard that Bridges was sending an expeditionary force out west to facilitate the reconstruction of America or some such. Guess they didn't take kindly to that. Terrorists, separatists, isolationists, all these folks claim America is coming for their freedom. That the old guard wants to put them in chains, make the individual subservient to the collective. They ask what it's all for in a post-Stranding world, when today's triumph is tomorrow's crater. Daddy used to spout these same tired lines. Said America never did nothing for nobody. That's why we took to living in a shelter. Better down in the hole than that out there under their thumb. Yeah, he was a real saint. My daddy tried to run a few times. Are you sure this is a guy? Because I'm pretty sure it sounds like a woman or kid's perspective. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, fair enough. Tried to run a few times, but he just dragged me back inside, kicking and screaming, where he'd put those heavy hands of his to work and remind me what would happen if I disrespected his authority. But that's love, isn't it? His way of looking after an orphan child he raised as his own. He was only trying to protect me from the evils of the outside world. I owe him my life and my powers too. First time I ever sensed a BT was when I held him moments before he went necro. Just like when I dumped that prepper's body, my daddy showed me that corpses are precious, powerful things. They're so much more than bombs. Terrorists ought to treat them with proper respect. Okay, I've had us team up with a bunch of porters who service the central part of the country. Had to be done. The writing was on the wall for my crew otherwise, and guess what? Their leaders got dooms. I've got a feeling we're gonna be good friends. Demons and terrorists have been getting more aggressive ever since the Bridges expedition team set out. As if BTs and mules weren't enough, now we've got to keep our eyes peeled for those arseholes when we're making runs. All the more reason we've got to come together, get organised. Me and my new partner, we've been talking about consolidating our operations so we can cover the whole continent. If we do, I suppose that would make us like the UCA in some respects. Different structure and methods, but similar ideology. A deep and abiding belief in the importance of community. But the devil's in the details, isn't it? Rules structures can't just let people make decisions for themselves. And therein lies the risk. Can't have us repeating the sins of the past with another USA. And demons, well, they ain't about to think for themselves. At the end of the day, a community needs a strong leader, and the God's honest truth is that I'm the only one cut out for it. Okay. The rumours I'd heard about my new partner's powers don't do her justice. I knew she had dooms, but she's on a whole other level, I tell you. I've never seen anything like it. Not only can she perceive BTs, but she can actually use the beach. Compared to hers, my powers are nothing, parlour tricks courtesy of a few corpses. But it doesn't matter, not so long as I've got her. Before we met, I was bound by the limitations of my abilities. I was a blind man groping for shadows of a secret realm, but now because of her, I can actually go to the beach. The beach. With her by my side, I can reshape this world, not into what it was with the old USA, not like what Bridges wants. Something new, something everlasting right here and now, a world where we are free to do whatever we goddamn please. And this is the last unknown journal entry. My partner's powers are extraordinary. Sure, but deep down I know the two of us alone don't have what it takes to bring true, lasting freedom to the people. Everything we've done, that we continue to do, no matter how much it may seem, to bring people together, is still a far cry from the way it should be. Timefall, BTs, chiral clouds, all this and more serves to cut us off from the rest of creation, and I have to say, I don't think that's ever going to change. Even people like me and my partner, we have our limits. But now I've met someone who has none. Someone who could save the world from this madness, make it whole again, put our shattered pieces back together. An asexual world. This is by a counsellor 3 years ago at Bridges HQ. Records suggest that the widespread aversion towards physical contact and intimacy was a phenomenon that had been observed even before the death Stranding. One contemporary report, for example, details the increasing popularity of the sexless lifestyle among young people. A growing percentage of the younger cohort were self-identifying as asexual, claiming to be incapable of feeling desire or attraction. Accordingly, such individuals were less likely to have children or engage in sexual activity. It should be noted, however, that many other unique sexual identities were being recognized during this period, such as demisexuals, who are incapable of sexual attraction without an emotional connection, and pan-romantics, who profess an attraction unrestricted by sex or gender, albeit one not necessarily sexual in nature. One theory posits that the Stranding accelerated the proliferation of these sexualities in a terrifying new world in which BT's roam and annihilation is an everyday occurrence. People have grown reticent to form emotional connections with others. Although there has been no measurable decrease in human fatality, the birth rate has nevertheless dropped dramatically. Incidents of sexual harassment and assault have also seen a sharp decrease, which seemed to suggest that sex could not be further from our minds, for better or for worse. I must preempt myself by admitting that I do not have any empirical data with which to support the following claim. That said, it is in my contention that based on the aforementioned observations and others, the vast majority of the population could be categorized as asexual. And at the bottom it says, flagged for archival review. Article advances a controversial thesis widely regarded as unsubstantiated and discriminatory. How? Prevailing theory is that increased self-identification of aforementioned sexualities is due to be increased societal awareness and acceptance. Historical records indicate individuals asserting identities falling outside cisgender heteronormativity faced significant discrimination and persecution, leading to suppression and concealment as survival strategies. It is generally accepted that a variety of factors contributed to reduced sexual activity and birth rate pre- and post-stranding. Studies are ongoing. It's a very interesting article to read that. Alright, so we got two new bikes. So we've got Honda Rebel 500, a bike named for the individualistic nature of those who ride it. The 2010 saw a decline in cruiser-style motorcycles, so this new model from Honda was a breath of fresh air, one whose iconoclastic spirit won it legions of fans. Simple, tough and cool, it's design that would inspire any porter to climb astride it and set off down the newly rebuilt highways of the UCA. And then we got a Triumph Bonneville Bobber. The Bonneville Bobber is a so-called classic custom thoroughbred from revered English manufacturer Triumph. Its impeccable pedigree and best-in-class specifications make it both a beauty and a beast. Certain Bridges members also say that in a connecting past and future, it makes a fine symbol of their fight to bring America back to life. Very cool. An Unknown Man's Journal Part 2. The Secret Confessions of a Certain Someone. Access the interviews menu to learn more. Okay. We'll check that out in a minute. Can't see it anywhere. Got a coffee cup. Leaving aside the bronze cups of the ancient world or the stainless steel beakers of the modern age, cups in general, ceramic cups at least, are fragile things. Coffee houses found popularity in mid-17th century England, giving birth to a thriving coffee culture, but by the mid-18th century it was tea that was in the ascendancy. It was for this reason that when England's colonies chose to rebel in response to their masters' oppressive policies...
Still for a while.
Yes. They threw crates of tea into the sea at Boston, thereby helping to spark the American Revolution. But let us return to the humble cups in which tea and coffee come. They are easily broken and are...
Could wanna jump on some Sims for Abbott birthday. Cake red heart, red heart, red heart.
And as such constitute a difficult load for any porter. Yeah, that's fine. Jump on when you're ready to. I didn't catch the last bit of that, and I've not got my phone next to me. It's charging behind me, so I think we've read everything else Now guys, I don't know where this journal bit is. It's not popping up anywhere. Probably come later on, maybe at some point in the future. Got some new songs we've gained from doing missions as well. And then we're gonna just do what we usually do, scrap all these tips that we've already done, or already know most of the time. I think one thing I might want to know is about the jump pad things with the bikes. Ah, fuck it, we'll find out when we're using them, I'm assuming. It'll just tell us what to do when we're on them. It'll remind us in that way. Oh, there we go. Jump ramps. Jump ramps allow those who drive over them to perform spectacular jumps. The angle of the ramp can be adjusted with triangle X at the point of construction. Okay, so we use triangle or X to use them. Okay. Well, we've got a shit ton of data read. Let's keep going.
Lisa, don't be shy. Just like we used to. Come on, keep up. Sorry. Did I wake you up? Today's Mommy's birthday. It's also the anniversary of when we first met.
He has a bit of a sad story, this guy, doesn't he, that we keep seeing. I think the BB that we have got attached to us in the front is obviously he's linked with the BB, or the guy, you know, the BB that was linked with us is linked to whoever that guy was. I think he might have been the guy that died right at the start of the game, but I could be wrong. Let's have a look what orders we have. Okay, what orders do we actually have? So I want to scrap that one. Because we don't need to make that order. And we Obviously, like I was saying before, we only do up to the 5 stars, and then we will do a bot to go to these areas. Or use a bot to go to these areas. Obviously, there's certain things that we... There's certain missions that we want to get the 5 stars for Lake Knot City as well. So we've got 5 stars for the Engineer, the Crafter and the Elder. We want to get the Distribution Centre at 5 stars. I think we're close to that now. The Weather Station, obviously the farm, and these new places as well. Where the junk guy, what was his name again? Yeah, I've forgotten his name. But I'm not too bothered about the places where we don't need to do these side missions to with the 5 stars that we have already, because they always keep like... So basically the side missions keep refreshing, and I've said this in the past stream. We have smashed out most of the main story today, so it's been pretty cool. The junk dealer is a guy. From the junk dealer to craftsman. Okay, that's one we can cancel again. So let's have a look at what other missions we have. So we can cancel this one as well. That can be cancelled. So we need to get the Timefall farm to 5 stars, and we need to get Lake Knot City to 5 stars. There's about a few that we need to get to 5 stars, but we've done about 3 of them. So that is what I am saying. So delivering pesticides, going to the weather station. Okay. So we're going to leave the Elder, we're going to... Do we want to go to the junk dealer while we're on the way to... I will leave that, we'll come back for that one. We will find out what that's all about. Take this mission on as well, and this one. offload this on the truck for now, and then we will put that into the floating container. So we're going to leave all these for now. We're going to go to the weather station. Then we're going to come back. We're going to fast travel from the weather station back here. We're going to pick this stuff up, and then we're going to go a different route. Because we want to pick these up after we've done the weather station, and we want to go to the main mission as well. That's what we'll do.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
A lot more calm enough. We just kept falling off fucking in ditches and shit, and all the cargo kept fucking breaking. Huh?
You've got loads.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically a mountainous area, and there's loads of like cliff edges, and it just kept fucking falling down the cliff edges all the time. So, fun times. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Huh? Okay, guys. Okay, let's deliver all these supplies. Okay, we're doing okay at the moment. Oh, we're doing amazing, actually.
Good morning, Sam. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons.
Okay, let's deliver all this stuff.
Delivering cargo.
Thanks for coming. It means a lot. I really can't believe you brought this much. How did you manage to carry it all?
Awesome. Connection level increased. Alex Weatherstone has provided design data for the following floating carriers level 2. New interview data acquired: evolution, death, stranding, and the fear of dying.
Here, I got you something. Consider it an expression of my gratitude. Well, good luck to you, and take care of yourself.
Good work. New order available. Please. Delivering cargo. Your work is greatly appreciated, sir.
Ready to take the plunge? So, the only things you can bring with you is yourself. And maybe a few other trinkets that are really important to you. Okay, close your eyes. Picture your destination. Hold it in your mind.
Cool. Very cool.
Ascending. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will work. Remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome.
Okay.
Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh shit.
Eyes open, dumbass.
Nice. Oh. Let's never do that again.
With the skin of my teeth.
Do we just let carriers?
Oh boy, I'm done.
Ah, don't blame you. Okay, what cargo have we got left? It's not ultimately damaged. Happy days.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Okay, it's not the greatest, but it is what we have done. We haven't done that bit yet.
Delivering cargo.
Always a pleasure, Sam. Was it a rough trip this time?
Yes.
Nice. That's more than enough.
I'll take a B.
Don't be a stranger.
Good work. New order.
Let's take out some mules, I think. Definitely need some weapons.
Order assigned. Weapons restrictions lifted.
What the transformer unit? Mate, how many times have I hit you with it?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
It's always a good day when Sam comes to visit.
Delivering cargo.
It's so kind of you to come and see us again.
Nice. That's more than enough.
Well, don't be a stranger.
Good
Good work. New order.
I'm only delivering this one because I know he asked for it in his what's the word? In the email.
Order assigned. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sure, I've got cargo on me, no? It's on the lorry. Or on the truck, should I say.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Right on.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Alright, so we need to head that way.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Still got it.
Okay, all this lost cargo can be delivered.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Delivering cargo.
Always a pleasure, Sam. Was it a rough trip this time? Oh my. Look how much there is.
Wow. I wasn't expecting all this.
Timefall Farmers provided the following new hologram data. Timefall Farmer. Environmental scientist.
Oh, before I forget, there's something we want you to have.
800 ceramics. I will take that. Much appreciated.
Take care of yourself, Sam. And come back again anytime.
Yeah, you'll always be welcome here.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Okay, so we want to get this.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
See, I know there's bad guys that are still alive over there. We're gonna leave that for now.
Okay. Stretch my legs.
Delivering cargo. Beginning scan. Scan bridges ID. Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons.
I appreciate you going out of your way for us, Sam. You really are incredible. I don't know how you do it.
Amazing. Weather Station has provided the following new hologram data. Alex Weatherstone.
Here's to you, Sam. Don't ever give up. Good work. New order.
Deploying autonomous delivery bot.
Okay.
Order assigned.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to leave this.
Hate to see you go, but I know you got places.
We're going to leave this truck here for now.
Keep on keeping on.
Going to carry some of these. And then if we need the truck in future and we can fast travel here, we'll use the truck to go to Timefall Farm or any way of that range.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Two wheels up.
Can we make this? Is it worth a try? Okay.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Looks good as new. My hat. No shame in taking a break from time to time.
Good work. New order available.
Okay, what have we got on our back? Ceramics.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Happy days. Let's get this road built.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay, what is the main mission? Take a new order for Sam at Lake Knot City. Okay. Okay, let's put these ceramics in the private locker. Okay, we're on to the next main mission now, guys. Done some side missions, but we wanted to get our star level up, and I'm happy we have done with some.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Okay, get Sam to do the usual. Very nice. Okay. Examine what this new thing is. So we've got a new colour again. Let's go with black for the cat this time. Glasses will go for a... Ooh, I like them. I like that. Go with this. Sam sunglasses, very nice. Another fucking nightmare you've had, haven't you, pal? Nice one. What if we check it again?
Hey, baby.
Okay, fantastic. Let's read some of this stuff and then we will go into the next main mission. Okay, the Timeful Farmer, slaves to the wheat. Dear Sam, seems we've grown more wheat than we can harvest, more than a bot could handle even. Say, have you been making use of that new Odra deck feature we shared with you? A friend of ours developed it especially for us so that we could analyse the soil and choose the best spots for growing wheat. Ours got lost in the terrorist attack on Middle Knot City though. Still, we can definitely vouch for how useful it was. Be sure to give it a try if you haven't already. Anywho, we've been doing some light reading to try and figure out what to do with our bumper crop, and it turns out the history of wheat is really quite fascinating. Did you know it was originally a strain of grass native to the Middle East? That's right. But it wasn't until our ancestors began to cultivate it that it really came into its own. It turned hunters into farmers overnight, changing the evolution of mankind. Homo sapiens settled down in one place and stockpiled food rather than chasing it all over creation, and with stability came society, culture, religion, all courtesy of little old wheat. But it wasn't a one-way street. Oh no, wheat made out like a bandit. That obscure Middle Eastern ground wound up spreading to all four corners of the globe. You could even say it was wheat that used us and not the other way round. In fact, some scholars say just that we became slaves to wheat. What do you think about that? Are we about to become slaves all over again? I sure hope not. Oh, fuck it. Wheat is really nice though, isn't it, to be fair? Another one from Thomas Sutherland. I'm going to stop making that joke now. It is past its line. Is it weird to have feelings for bots? This strays between you and me, okay? I'm trusting you. Right here goes. Thing is, I've come to have feelings for the delivery bots. Nothing weird, just, you know how people are happy to see you when you drop by, and worry about you when you're not around. Well, it's like that for the bots. I can tell them apart, know their every scratch, every patch of peeling paint, every little quirk. I know their personalities, and if we lost one, I can't say I wouldn't shed a tear or two. Sounds crazy, right? Yep. AIs and bots don't have feelings, but humans can't help it. And convincing yourself it's not logical and trying to fight it is easier said than done. Maybe that's why people used to name their cars, because they were more than just tools, you know. Not that you don't understand you've got a BB. They may tell you it's just equipment, and you may tell yourself that too. But that's not what you believe in your heart of hearts, is it? The BB isn't a bot though. Or is it? I don't know. I don't think it is a bot, but if it is, fair enough. If it isn't, then, like I said, you know, the BB is an actual... It's got its own feelings, it knows what's going on around it, and if it is a robot, then fair enough, I've been proved wrong. Excuse me. Alex Weatherstone. Anything left outside America? Sam, thanks again. You've done a great deal to keep things ticking here at the weather station, which we appreciate. And the Chiral network, it's incredible. If you can contribute to expand coverage with your Cupid, it won't be long before we'll have real-time tracking of meteorological phenomena all over the continent. We still won't have much of an idea what's going on elsewhere, but there's not a whole lot we can do about that. And while I may be chasing rainbows, I still hope we can get a view from above the clouds one day. It's crazy, no one really knows what's happening or happened to the rest of the world, even now. Maybe the Stranding destroyed everything apart from America, except America. Maybe we're the only ones shrouded in clouds of chiral matter and the rest of the world is carrying on without us. Or maybe the whole damned universe got wiped out and we're all that's left floating in space. Alright, that last one's just me being a pessimistic arse. But the point stands, we need to know what's out there. And to do that, we need you to bring the whole continent into the network. You're our best hope, Sam, our only hope, in fact. Why not? The environmental scientist. Wheat's great and all, but dear Sam, thanks for stopping by again. I'm sure it was plain enough to see. But this farming experiment of ours has been a runaway success. I'll tell you what, if Emily'd never took an interest in our research and you'd never put us in touch with the weather station folks, none of this would have been possible. Thanks to you two, we'll be able to provide a constant supply of food for one and all. Having said that, this life isn't exactly the one we had in mind. We came here to study the effects of timefall on plant life. We never intended to stick around and become farmers. But then we got to thinking it might be possible to reclaim crater soil, and one thing led to another. I don't know if Amelie expected we'd stay here this long, and we're still keen to continue our research. We've got more to offer than the world than wheat, but if we don't move on, does that mean we really have become slaves to it after all? Very true. Okay, no interview data. Evolution, Death Stranding, and the Fear of Dying. This by Hartman 1 year ago at Hartman's lab. Death has become Homo sapiens' constant companion for every step of our evolutionary journey. Our cultures and civilizations have been built with an awareness of our relationship with death, the extent to which we can accept and live with it. Out of fear of the inevitable decomposition and destruction of the flesh, our ancestors developed elaborate embalming techniques, death masks, and the like. Indeed, the mask has ever been a symbol of the soul that transcends this world to exist for eternity in the next. The mummies and sarcophagi of ancient Egypt are but one instance of this. Honoured individuals were given masks and placed inside sarcophagi in order to be preserved for eternity, thereby transcending death and attaining immortality. I don't know why I cannot read today. Okay. Paintings and photographs are no different, really. They are simply more modern variants of the Egyptians' masks and sarcophagi. Indeed, all of humanity's crowning achievements, art, language, writing, are arguably a reaction to death, and an expression of our desire to overcome it. They are great feats born from fear, and one might even go as far as to say that it was the primal fear of death that drove the evolution of our ancestors into Homo sapiens in the first place. In fact, I would go further still. I would posit that it was this fear that brought about the Death Stranding itself. It certainly seemed more and more plausible of late. Okay, there was only that one interview. Okay, happy days, man. Happy days. Okay. So I want to leave the private room. I want to see. We have a cutscene, guys. Fantastic.
Fucking idiot. Thinking you could keep us safe. Man like you. I put on that bet.